Okay, so this one is if you hold Alt and right click, this pops up, and basically what happens is that you can actually play a melody or chords, for example. And that's really useful because let's say I'm building this chord progression. You see how long it takes for me to just wait and then know like, oh, what note am I going to put right here, for example? Well, you can do it really fast to get an idea. Or you can scroll through different chords and see what variation works, for example. Yeah, it's really useful. Okay, so this is more for organization. For me personally, when I like to work on something, I don't name things right away until I am committed to the idea. But for example, let's say I'm committed to this idea and I want to rename it pad. Okay? Notice how it doesn't change in my mixer track. There's a quick trick I want to show you, which is if you click this right here, this little arrow button, and you click this, you see how they now match the color and the name. Yeah, it's very handy to organize things really quick. And that works for pretty much any other parameter, I believe, within FL Studio. Things like automation as well and patterns. Okay, so this is more for Windows users, but I'm about to teach you some amazing hotkeys. First, before I do it, I want to teach you this amazing workflow hack that nobody really talks about. So we have my packs over here, right? If I right click and I do Windows Shell menu, open, and I can see everything is in here. So I can easily drop my own sounds in here, right? But what nobody really tells you is the quick access. So I have my packs right here. And if I click Windows button E, my File Explorer opens. And if I do Control W, I can close it. So if I do it really quick, I can go to my packs right here and then boom, access everything. And the way you do it is you basically right click and you go pin to quick access. And it's really amazing if you want to move stuff around once, for whatever reason. Once I work on a project and I need multiple folders for multiple reasons, this thing has been such a lifesaver. And honestly, the Control W and then Windows key E, like this is like amazing. Yeah, it's a really, really handful thing to remember, and they're really easy to remember. Let's say you start moving something within a third-party synth or any plugin for that matter. Say I move this button right here, and then I click spacebar. Nothing's happening. That's annoying. You click something else. Now it works. So to fix this problem, it's basically this thing right here. As you can see right here what it does. And yeah, you click this off. Now whatever you do, you click spacebar and it works. And that's not just only for instruments, it's also for pretty much every plugin out there. So if you see this checkbox on, just turn it off, and now you can use your keyboard, and FL Studio will recognize your keystrokes. So this one is obvious. It's a pretty common hotkey, but I want to mention it because I use it a lot. And if there's any hotkeys to remember and use, and that will give you the best bang for the buck, this is one of them. And that is Control A and Control D. Control A can be a little clunky. If I do it here, see how it highlights up to here and not up to here. Sometimes it's a good thing, but when you're working with like multiple things, yeah, it becomes weird. However, Control D is incredible because if you make manual loops of highlighted area, and Back in the day, I used to just remove it like that, but that's time consuming, you know? No one's got time for that. Just do Control D really fast. So let's say you have a MIDI and you want to make it on grid or some other feature that I'm about to show in a second. There's two hotkeys for quantization that I really like, which is Control Q and Shift Q. If you notice Control Q, basically it aligns both the end and the front, where Shift Q only aligns the front. It preserves the end. As you can see, it overlaps. So let's say you have MIDI like this. There's another hotkey that I really like, and that is Shift D. It basically aligns all the MIDI to a specific grid. So if I have it on 1/4 and I do Shift D, everything falls back, everything cuts on the grid. Yeah, it's really cool. I use it a lot. If you notice, you see how my FL Studio at the very top, I have more vertical space and it looks, in my opinion, less cluttered. The way I did this is if you right click and you click edit, you can remove and add stuff that works for you. And this is what works for me. And I just find this to be way more cleaner and more modern, and having this little bit of extra space, believe it or not, helps a lot. And yeah, that will do it. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like and see you in the next one.